Um, I was building in the villager area, and I said off screen I would do some more building, and I did. As you can see, made this house, which is, frankly, now that I realize it, very normal. But I still like the way that it looks. Actually, it's very barren and not great. But hey, lots of villager room for villagers to live in. I had better plans for all this. Anyway, let me go turn the machine off right now because that's causing a lot of lag. Also, I forgot that I was going to do something. I was going to build on the mob grinder too, and I never did that. It is still very laggy though. That hog didn't go to my inventory like it was supposed to. What's the point of having magnetism a billion if I can't magnetize it? It's still causing a lot of lag. Is it the water wheels? It's probably the water wheels. Or it's those conveyor belts up there. It would be a shame if that was the case. Again, I'm supposed to have a mod installed that if I'm not rendering something, it shouldn't render things unless I'm looking at them. I don't know, maybe I need to do something with my configuration settings to deal with that problem. But it shouldn't be an issue. Anyway, let's look at the house that I built a little bit more from the outside. Isn't that nice? The roof might be a little bit weird to some people, and by some people I mean probably everyone. Again, didn't I say that I was really good at shapes when it comes to architecture? Maybe I'm not as good as I thought. It's because I'm trying to build such small structures. If they were just a bit bigger, it wouldn't be a problem. But if they were a bit bigger, it would also take a lot longer to build. So it's kind of a catch-20 sort of deal. Sorry, I'm stretching and I'm yawning. So we have a bit more building left to do. So let's do that. Also, yeah, I had a lot of things that I really kind of needed to do because I need a lot of dirt for that whole park idea that I had. Everything over here still looks normal. Yeah, I need to look into making doors, but anyway, I'm just gonna do a classic fence gate situation over there. I don't know, jungle, why not? Everybody knows I love me some fence gates. Of course you would do that. Of course you would do that. How am I gonna get you to cooperate? Nope. If I... Hey, okay, that works. I wonder if baby villagers can walk through this. Probably not. Though I believe they can't walk around it there or there actually. So no. This tree though is a problem. I need to do something about this tree. Do I have my big axe? I don't. It's not so much I have a problem with it being a jungle tree. Well, that is the issue. It's just that it has vines. I will move it if I get enough saplings from this to somewhere else. Gotta collect all the things before they disappear. Yep, I got enough. Also got a prosperity shard, which is nice. I want to put it way over here now. Should cause me less trouble being over there. I could put a giant spruce tree up. I don't have the saplings for it though. So I guess I will not. The prosperity shard is a nice bonus. Again, I haven't done any of my prosperity shard farming yet, but hopefully soon. So, build. Build, build, build. Well, I think the next structure that we're going to make is going to be somewhat familiar to those who watched me watched me stream a long time ago. Need some more foundational blocks. I guess I'll just take the slabs. I mean, they're effectively the same thing as a wall. As we are going to make a larger building. But I think we're going to make it over here. Yeah. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I want this to be somewhat more symmetrical. It's okay to be longer or wider, but not doesn't need to be that long. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll go with the classic 9. Actually, I might need more blocks than this. Actually, and this is kind of decent because the way that I have this set up, it obscures one window of that building, but not both windows of it, and it doesn't obscure this window. I wonder if anybody will show up for my Saturday stream. It is a... I don't often stream on Saturday. I think about it. I have a few times. Usually when I do, not many people show up. So here's the build. What kind of material am I going to make this one out of? I think this is going to be a classic structure, maybe? How would I go about doing something that has like a log cabin feel? First, I would need a lot of logs. So let's get to chopping. It seems that the magnetism effect does not apply when I'm not using, like it has a fast cooldown or something, because it stops functioning quickly after I'm not swinging the axe anymore. Which is a shame. Are you getting prosperity from that? I guess there is quite a difference between cutting down a giant tree like a jungle tree versus these smaller ones. I could make a blue house. Not gonna do that just yet. But I can. my inventory getting full yet? It's close. I think I ought to be good cutting these last two down. Alright. That's most of them. I'm gonna toss all the wood into this chest over here. Actually, this chest is getting full. Didn't consider that. Never mind. I think I'm gonna take all the wood from this chest, put it in the wood chest over there, and then decide which of the wood I'm going to use for logs for the log cabin style building. Let's see the wood type we have here. So, normal oak, we have a decent amount. Spruce is pretty good now. So it's sort of like a tie-up between spruce and jungle, which is kind of how it normally is. If I'm going to strip them, I think spruce is going to look the best. Actually, I'm not even sure if I will strip them. Now, I'm going to take these saplings and replant. The rest of these are just going to be oak and spruce, or birch, because those are the two that I have the least amount of. There we go. So, spruce is it? I have an idea of how I'm going to make this look the way that it will look both kind of like what I want it to look like and also still kind of work. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. I might want this to be wider. So, how tall do I want it to be? It tends to be 4 tall. I'll go 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And take damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I need more. That was a real pointless amount of damage I just took. Let me lag for a bit, and then lag a bit more, and then we're gonna have some lag here as these trees grow. I want to grab a bunch of cobblestone. These blocks that you see me placing right now are going to be replaced. They're just guidelines, basically, for this build. I'm not going to worry about that one. Because I want all the logs to be going horizontal. I might not have enough spruce now. This is a big building. But if I don't have enough spruce, I don't have enough of any type of wood. So if I run out, I'll just need to get more. Luckily, we do have trees growing, and they are the large ones. So we have at least 2 or 3 stacks coming our way. And that should be sufficient. So instead of taking damage twice here, I'm just going to take damage once if I can help it. Boink. Boink. Yeah, lots of lag due to this. Actually, those animals might be causing a bunch of lag too. I'm really on the edge of what my PC can handle. Probably because I need more RAM, to be honest. Okay. Log cabin. Should I go with the strip or not? That's a hard question. I think I won't. I think we're just gonna go with the raw wood. Oh, I know what I want to do here. Hello, Daniela. How are you doing today? Are you well, Daniela? We're making a log cabin style building right now. I'm doing just fine. Thank you. We're gonna be building this building here. And then, did I do that correctly? Yes. And then afterwards, I'm going to probably finish up the mob grinder. Then we're gonna start doing stuff with villagers. Well, before the mob grinder, I'm gonna make this place villager safe, and then immigrate them into it. Then do stuff with villagers. Then after that, okay, I got that correct. Then after that, I don't know. Yeah, thanks. I don't know if you were here to see me building this one the other day. So let me show you the interior. This is a Tudor style building. I'm really impressed by how I did the rafters. I think that looks kind of cool. This is what it looks like on the outside. And this is sort of a Georgian style house, but I kind of just made it so kind of normal that it's not very good. But it is what it is. Oh yeah. This needs a doorway. Have I done this correct? Or have I finished this? I have not. And then we're doing a log cabin style building now. I think I'm smarter than I really am, but I'm probably doing something that people have done many times in Minecraft. I hope you were impressed by the magic of lag just then. Yep. It does some funny tricks of the eye. The reason we have so much lag right now is because I have a bunch of trees over there growing. Each time one grows, it causes the game to lag. Those animals over there probably don't help either. The machine is turned off, so that can't be doing it. I mean, there is the lava and such, but... After this stream, I have a friend I'm going to be talking to for a bit. And by a bit, I mean like 4 hours. Tends to be how it works with him. Maybe I will go the stripped, because now that I look at it, if I don't strip these, it kind of just looks like a wood pattern. If you strip them, you can kind of tell that there are multiple logs running next to each other. Nope, my friend is not a VTuber. They're just a guy. Use my axe to do this. Well, this axe, because it has a lot of durability. Yeah, I enjoy it. I don't know if I would call it a job. And technically, I'm still just a PNG tube. Apparently you can't strip logs while you're holding shifts. What a fascinating thing to learn. Did I screw up somewhere here? Yeah, kind of. Maybe. Okay, so apparently I have to remove one of these each time I do this. Got it. Thought my guidelines technique was more clever than it really is, because apparently it's just sort of doesn't work as well as I was hoping it would. So now I have to break that one. I mean, it's kind of fine. It kind of makes sense. Are you a big fan of VTubers, Danielle, or am I the only VTuber that you watch? There are straw bale blocks in this game, yes. They called hay bales, actually. I could make some. I don't really have a reason to make any, but I could. I think I just muted my sneeze there. But yeah, there's a block called a hay bale. It's right here. You just add a bunch of wheat together. Yeah, I love Iron Mouse and Silver Barrel too. They're great. The friend I'm gonna go watch later, that's their favorite VTubers as well. So it's interesting you have that in common with them. A roof made out of hay bales? I would agree if you could do stair blocks with hay bales, but unfortunately you can't. At least I don't think you can. Force feed? Target? Smoke shell? What is a smoke shell? Fuses can be attached to certain projectiles that detonate under certain conditions. Oh, this is for cannons. Alright. Can't make stairs, can't make slabs with hay bales. And that kind of is what holds them back from the potential of making them a roof material. Because you're basically then limited. I mean, you could still do a stair-like thing with normal blocks, but it just doesn't look as good. Looks very alpha Minecraft. Actually, I think they had stairs back then too, so I don't know. Maybe they didn't. I think I'll have enough spruce for this. Or no, maybe. Yeah, maybe I will. Oof. Admittedly, I will have to put windows into this building, so that'll allow me to get away with using a little bit less. Of course, there's going to be rafters as well. Oh, look a lot better when I'm done. Really glad I have magnetism. Actually, I might not have enough spruce. I just realized this goes up another 2 layers after this. I'll be cutting it close if I do have enough. If it's close, then putting windows in should seal the deal, as it were. I'm putting a lot of effort. I mean, that's basically what my entire Minecraft series has been, putting a lot of effort into stuff that I don't need to put that much effort into. Like, this is just to have villager housing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't have enough now. So again, it could be one of those cutting it close sort of moments. And Discord's not muted. So, whoopsie doodle. I think that's not Discord. Being a streamer is hard. Maybe I have a solution to that. Well, no, not really. I was thinking to myself, I could solve the Discord having audio problem by putting it on a different audio channel. The issue is if I ever want to do a collaboration stream, which I have been talking to some people. So a collaboration stream is in the works. And I would need Discord to be on a audio channel that stream can hear for doing a collab. So am I still growing trees? Probably. Mike, where's the lag coming from right now? Hello, Furious Sakura. How are you doing? Your name is fun and similar to my name. I'm Kara Fury. I'm a English VTuber, as you can tell by me speaking English, though I'm not from England. Just speak the language. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing great. We're just building in Minecraft right now. But unfortunately, I just realized I don't have... No, wait. Maybe I do have enough. This, like I said, we'll be cutting it close. But this might be enough to get this build finished. Well, at least building the walls for it. This is a modded skyblock. Skyblock survival. We're up in the sky, and we had very little materials to start with. But here we are. We are making villager housing right now, which I am going over the top for, as I do with basically everything I end up making in this game. I'm always pushing the limit for no real good reason. Well, it's not really pushing the limit, but you know, a lot of effort just for Minecraft villagers. The reason we're doing this is because they hold trades that are important for the goals that I have for this, series. Um, Series is the right term for like when you're streaming a game in succession. I am uploading these streams to YouTube, so I guess I could call it a series. Let me sleep real quick. About to take fall damage. Just took fall damage. We've already built a couple of houses already. As you can see, this is one of them. We don't have the villagers here yet. I don't stream on YouTube. I just upload the VODs from Twitch onto my YouTube channel to save them. Because I do have a lot of people who are my friends who want to see my streams, but they can't watch them as they are being made a lot of the time. So that's where I put them in that case. I don't think we'll ever really stream to YouTube. Like, I know that you can simulcast, but I don't know. Just sounds like a headache to have two chats to keep up with. Maybe if I had the tools and the know-how to like condense them all into one place. But I'm very lazy about that kind of thing. As anybody can tell you. I took a very long hiatus a couple years ago. So I did stream a couple years back for about like it wasn't that long. It was like 3 months. And then I recently came back to streaming. So really, I haven't been streaming for very long. I've watched more streams than I have streamed, that's for sure. I started wanting to stream back when the big VTubing boom was a thing. Just because VTubing seems so cool. Cool is maybe not the right word, but the space back in like 2020 seemed very positive and uplifting, and that's something I wanted to get into. It was VTubing that got me into it. Well, VTubers were definitely right. Like VTubers have risen from my perspective. Like there was like a time when they were on the rise, and now they're just sort of like it's a thing now. Like there are tens of thousands of VTubers at this point. So that's what got me into it. Let's see here. I need to make a platform around this platform. Yes, I did. I drew this myself. And I need to draw more. That's as far as that story goes. I need to draw more. I plan to do art streams in the future, but I haven't actually gotten around to them. Mostly because I'm trying to sort out my time and my sleeping. I have a few reasons for that. One of which is I don't own like anything to do like capture with. Like I don't have a camera. I don't have a oh, that's nice. Glad to hear that. Curious. I don't have anything like a capture or camera or like like a phone. So that's my reason. I will in the future though. It's something that's in like it's not sort of like a plan. It's just sort of like a when I'm there kind of thing. And I'm just not there yet. I don't know when I'll be there. I probably almost certainly need a better computer if I'm going to do it. So that's kind of the deal there. My computer right now is so junk that I couldn't really do it even if I wanted to. It'll be out when it's out. That's right. The famous Iron Liz was there. Mm-hmm. Like, my PC barely handles what I'm doing right now. As if you continue to watch this stream, you'll notice huge spikes in lag. And I'm in a skyblock world. There is not much to cause lag here, but it still happens. Admittedly, I am playing with mods, so that is partly responsible for that happening. I really need to get into mass producing dirt. I'll just show you one of the things that causes the most lag over here. It's my giant machine. Oh, take your time. I guess I won't show you the giant machine yet. What do I come over here to do? Oh yeah, to get more platforms. I call them platforms, they're slabs. I don't know why I call them. I call them this because of Terraria, that's why. Which I should stream at some point. So that I can finally beat that game. I have like 300, maybe 400 hours on Terraria and I've still never beaten it. Oh, I should mention, last night, this isn't super important to anybody here since there's nothing you can really do about it, but last night I was actually on another streamer's stream. We were playing Magic the Gathering together. They're just somebody I met recently, and they do like Magic the Gathering using Tabletop Simulator on stream with like their fans, and they let me on, and we played 3 games together. So that was a thing that happened last night. That was something I was trying to get to happen. I'm trying to make connections with people who play Magic the Gathering on stream, because that's something I kind of want to do with people. Because collabing is a big thing, a big interest of mine. I like to do collaboration. Even though I'm very nervous about sort of like asking people to do it. It's kind of why I got into streaming, is the idea of playing games with people. You know, from a certain perspective, just streaming in general is playing games with people when you're playing games on stream, because, you know, there's an audience who have a form of interaction, you know, conversation. But I've always struggled to manage to play any games with like my friends, because the things that I want to do are not necessarily things that they want to do. But that's another thing about streaming, is like there's lots of people out there who are doing streaming, and they're not as picky as people who just want to play games on terms of like the content they want to do. So, and you can just sort of find a streamer who's doing the thing that you want to do, and you just make connections with them, and then maybe you end up playing games with them as a collaboration. That's theory anyway. Putting that theory into practice is a completely other thing entirely. I suppose a lot of people would sort of think of that as like a perspective of wanting to sort of leech off of people, but that's not really the point for me. I just want to play games. I mean, I'd like to stream at the same time, though I also kind of feel like it might not be possible. Especially with stuff like Tabletop Simulator, which I seem to have a lot of problems running on in general. Alright, let's put some windows in. How do we want to do windows in this log cabin style design? I'm thinking here. And here. Thinking I might not do, nah, I've already started cutting. 3 wide window on the sides. Then over here, I'm gonna do a fireplace. I don't really know if I have enough bricks for it. Can I combine vertical slabs in order to get enough? Yeah, I can do that. It's at least saving me, like, probably a lot of blocks now that I think about it. Let's turn all these into vertical slabs. Still, this probably is not going to be enough. Well, 44. Forgot to save some for the 4, though. Let me go run over here and grab a bunch more bricks. Hopefully I have more. I'm all out of bricks. All out of bricks. Okay. All the clay. Huh. Well then. We're gonna need to make more bricks. So clay goes in there. Need the shovel. Actually, I might not need to do this part. I may just need to melt this. I believe I could just make molten clay straight from... Yes, I can. Got it. Unfortunately, this means I have to turn the machine back on, as this is going to start using lots and lots of lava. Actually, it might not run out of lava, so I'll leave it. I think in line with this window is a good idea. So I probably should knock out that back wall for this. Yeah. Didn't mean to do that. Still did that though. So this is going to be kind of difficult to make. Because it's going to do stuff like that. Yeah. So at this level, at head height, I'm going to do this. So it'll go up like that. Then I will... I'm hoping this doesn't do what I'm afraid of it doing. Yeah, go straight up. Perfect. I'm just going to use normal blocks for the back. Because apparently I don't need to conserve as much as I thought I did. I haven't figured out what material I'm going to make the roof with yet. I've been doing stone brick for the other roofs, but I kind of want a bit more color at this point. Might look up log cabins to see, like, pick the first sort of color I see and then go with a material that looks like that. I'm lagging a lot all of a sudden. I don't know what was causing that. Man, every time I place one of these, it's like, oh, the corner, that's the where you want it to go. I'm not just standing directly on top of it. It does this. It's very annoying. Jeez. Come on. Vertical slabs were a mistake. Why do you do this? Still do it. Still don't know why you're doing it. Ugh. Yeah, these are a difficult material to work with. I'm curious how wall blocks will look in the back. First, I want to see how they look this way. Well, I don't hate the way the wall blocks look. I don't love it. Yeah, I think I'll go with wall blocks. That will also save me some, I think. No, I think it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm not sure what the recipe for wall blocks is. Maybe I do actually get extra from making them. Let me check. I also make brick stairs. Brick wall, mud. Yeah, it's a 1-to-1. So if I don't like it, I'm kind of wasting material. Though I have these extra bricks. So I guess I'll just use them. Use it or lose it, so they say. Now, question is, should I have it coming out of into the room this much, or should I have recessed it back some and having it come off the back a bit? No, probably not. Maybe this would look better in the front, actually. Has a little texture. I don't know how if I like it recessed into the back. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it that way, which means I'm going to tear down all this stuff that I just spent so much time doing. Also, I have less of these blocks than I do of these, so if I want to make a tall chimney, I'll save a bit by doing it this way. Also, these will be easier to place. Will this work? Suddenly kind of worried that it won't. So, what do the walls look like when I do this? Oh, they connect. Okay. Yeah, that'll look fine. A little weird, but fine. Okay. Oh, right. You're just immediately being annoying. Just immediately annoying. Truly. Do you not understand what I want you to do? What if I built you from the outside? Yeah, not... Except here, you don't get it. Jeez. What do I get for trying to conserve materials? Oh, that's the color of a thunderstorm. We don't want that. The roof of my house is made of wood. So I need to eventually make my house finished too. Now look at that. Does it look good? Probably not. Wonder if you can make log slabs. If you could, that would... Like vertical slabs? Or something like that? Don't think so. A lot of crafting recipes that use logs, though. Centrifuge. Fermentation station. Man, there's so many, like, machines that I can just do stuff with in this. These, at least... Wait, no. Placed the wrong thing. I was going to say, these, at least... These walls, they do at least make some sense when I place them. They never do me wrong. Though, I do realize I wasn't supposed to place any down here. Look at that. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of also don't like it, but I kind of like it. Alright. How much pain and misery are these gonna give me? I think if I am just here, this will work. Yeah. Perfect. Now, what if... No, not you. Oh yeah, this is going to be the inside. One... One more. And then... Doing that. That's how the outside's gonna look. You can actually fall down here. And I will demonstrate. See? Now you can do all of your Santa Claus roleplay with this house that I built. What am I looking at on logs right now? I do actually have quite a bit of logs. So I'm gonna make some rafters. How would it look if I did rafters here? Looks kind of okay, I guess. Do I want rafters here? I'm gonna put the roof in first and then rafters, which is not how things normally work. As this building is actually going to have a second story to it, though it's not going to be a complete story. So the material for the roof is something I need to figure out. And there may be a window here eventually, but this is where the stairs are going to be. And I'm not immediately sure how I want to do them, so... Material for a roof. It needs to be a block of some kind. Okay, it needs to be a stone of some kind. I could do seared brick. I don't know if I want to do seared brick, but I could do them. I'm not gonna do normal bricks because normal bricks are expensive and they won't look good, I should say. I could do seared brick. Let's look at all the brick options. There's mud brick, prismarine, stone. I was gonna say I'm gonna look up pictures of log cabins and see what kind of roofs they have. Log cabin. I tend to go for dark colors. Okay. Dark colors, huh? There's nether brick, but it's kind of red. Deep slate is kind of what's sticking out to me. Or I could do skystone, which is actually way better for me than... Yeah. Let's go with skystone. It doesn't look as good as like any of the other options. Like there's blackstone and deep slate. They both look a lot better. But skystone is something I haven't like so much of. So that's what I want to use. So let's go find some. Yeah, look at it all. There's just truly so much. Put a hopper on one of these. Do I have any spare hoppers just lying around? I can make one pretty easily. I've got plenty of iron. Can make 2 hoppers even. Just need, and I've got tons of wood. Not gonna use the spruce though. If I just made 8 chests, I can do that, right? I put both these away. I didn't mean to do that. It gives you 4 chests. Right. I'll take 4. Actually, heck, I'll take the 8 that I said that I was gonna do. I'm crazy like that. Two hoppers, spare chest, just hanging around. Nope. Screw it. More hoppers, actually. Where did the chest I made? Oh, they're there in the upper corner. Yeah, six of them. So. I believe you have to feed into the top of a furnace. I'm just going to make another set of furnaces elsewhere to do this. So. 6. I'm gonna make 2. These will be my auto furnaces. So let's start with. I need more chests. Chest. I put the logs away, right? Another 4 will be enough. On it. So. Put them right over here. This is not necessarily a permanent place for them, but it's where I'm placing them right now. So, this here goes a furnace. Now, from here is the fuel source, but I'm going to have that have another furnace outputting into it, and from the top here I will have whatever material I want to cook in the furnace, and the same for this one. So. Let's harvest some logs, shall we? Wrong axe. Also, just realized this axe isn't magnetic. Actually, no, isn't it? Didn't I give this the magnetic upgrade? No, I didn't. Does it not have any? No, it's magnetic too. Yeah, it's nothing compared to the other two axes. Wonder if I had this in my offhand. If its magnetism would apply to this pickaxe too. Don't think it is, unfortunately. And again, I don't think the effect lasts very long. Ooh, 2 prosperity shards though. That's nice. That's 1 ingot. Though I'm not going to be using them for ingots anymore. I don't think so. The hell am I looking at? Why did I want to make an auto furnace again? Oh yeah, I want to process tons of skystone, that's right. So that goes into the top slot. I probably don't need to make this much skystone, honestly. So I'm not going to use it for much. I actually already have a bunch. But it's the principle of the matter, you know? And this will insert into the top there. Screw it, jungle logs still. Spruce logs, jungle logs. That's going into the top. I'm not auto-fueling this one though, unfortunately. That's fine. Have I used all my coal? No, there's a box right here. There's a bunch of them. And there. Quickly, this one should turn itself on. Automatically. Yep, see? Now anything I want to cook, I just put in that chest and it will get cooked. And heck, I have the spare hopper, might as well use it. Hoppers are not the most efficient. I probably should use logistic controllers, but whatever. And I can access the chest. So. And I have a spare chest, don't I? Yes, I do. This is pure vanilla stuff right here. And if you didn't care about the noise, you know what I should actually do is have this feeding into a double chest that feeds into this hopper, and that also so that I because one problem with this setup is if this isn't running, I'm not making any more charcoal. I mean, I will have basically this filled with charcoal at some point, but yeah. It can only process at the rate at which there's demand, and the demand for charcoal is the smallest here versus this, which is a lot. But it's fine. So, I have prosperity shards. I can actually start doing stuff with this system over here. Mystical agriculture. And one thing I kind of want to do with mystical agriculture is give myself some insurance. Certus. ME control. Because there is an alternate way of getting these presses. It's with Certus Course Essence. And all I need to really do is make Certus Course seeds, which I can do. And so I will, because if for some reason I can't get it any other way, this will work. Could I have done this much earlier? Probably. But, well, still late for thinking about thoughts like that. So any seed will work. I think I have grass seeds down here. Those are the seeds I'm most comfortable using. There's my prosperity seeds. I need Certus quartz. Right. It's yeah, any Certus quartz. Oh, I got a couple of those. Just need the 4. Need 4 of these, which I have. I guess we're not going to use that for ingots, but that's fine. Haven't used this thing in a while. Just been sitting up here, not doing very much. I believe these go in the top corners. The cross shape. These go in the X axis. Yep. Give them to me. Wait. Oh yeah, I need to turn it on. Right. Need a lever. Knew I kept this lever for something. Even though I can make one so easily. Turn on. Nope, nope, don't use that axe. Just remember, don't use that axe. Where's my other axe? Where did my axe go? Did I put the wrong axe over here? No. Oh, it's in my offhand. That's right. Because I was trying to do the thing with magnetism. Do I need to be... No? Can I... That doesn't work. Wait. Oh god. Where did those things go? They're not there anymore. Why not? Oh, they did do the thing. They made the Certus quartz seeds. Okay. There's no animation for it, so I got freaked out. There we go. Certus quartz seeds. Actually... Okay, I can get them back. I want to do something different with these seeds. I want to make a phytogenic thingamabob. The reason I want to do it with the phytogenic is first, it's really fast. Should I do the phytogenic? I mean, I want to make one. Lumium. How do you make lumium again? Silver 10. Glowstone, yeah. Fire charge. Fire charge, silver. Tin. I don't have very much silver anymore. This is tin. Silver, tin, and the glowstone dust. Don't I have glowstone dust here? I do. I need 2 gears worth. And I need to make the gears, and to make the gears I need iron nuggets, and I don't have any iron nuggets, so iron nugget. Bingo, blammo. Need some gold. Redstone. I need a machine casing. Machine frame, which requires 10 gears. Glass. I have glass. Need iron. Which I can just get right here. Need the nugs again. And I need 10 again. Need more. Oh, that'll be enough. Chain frame. 10 gear. Make the 10 gear. I'll toss the nugs. And dirt. Make the machine frame. Toss the nugs again. Don't need this in my inventory. Don't need the tin anymore. Or the iron. Hopefully any glass will work. I do need dirt. I need to make that. Don't need the gold inventory anymore. Or this. But that's the wrong chest for it. And then I just need the dirt. It's down here for some reason. That's not dirt. That's not dirt. Where did I put the dirt? I know I had some dirt. Okay, here. Let's get phytogenic, everybody. There we go. Phytogenic insulator. Isolator, insulator. So this requires catalysts. So it requires a variety of things. Bone meal is one of them. It needs water. Oh yeah, there was a thing I was gonna do. I'm gonna do that later. I'm not gonna do this on stream. Yeah. I've made this phytogenic isolator. You put a seed in, or a plant of some kind, it makes more. You need water and energy. It takes a lot of RF. It is very RF intensive. But frankly, I only need to do this a bit until I get a bunch of seeds from it. And those seeds I can use. I should have just done this in the first place. I didn't need to do any of this stuff with villagers. Don't think about that too much, chat. But yeah. Use chance. Use chance. Energy modifier. Auxiliary modifier. Primary modifier. Doesn't mention how the effectiveness of bone meal. But I have so much bone meal, it's not even funny. So I need water to go to this and redstone to go to this. I have a source of water. So I just need a place for this to have redstone signal get to it. I'd like as few turns from here as necessary. Oh, perfect. Config. That's the front. I'd like it to be on the side, actually. There we go. Now I can have an input coming in from here. That's input. And it will input water. And this I will just, I could input, I could go real wild and have an input for yeah, I could actually automate part of it. I could completely automate this, in fact, by having, oh yeah, that's something I want to do. That's something I definitely wanted to do. This is big. This is big, folks. Going to break this. Not with that. No, this is the right tool. Just being slow. Yep. I'm glad that these aren't connecting. But I want to grab out of here. I want to grab out of there first. Can I get up here? So I've now stopped it from retrieving over here. So this is a bit difficult to reach. I'll probably be better from over here. Yeah, this angle works. So I want to export. Export. Push. Alright. Then I want another one of those. I'll just grab my stack that I have just hanging around. Also, yeah, I don't know why I have 2 of those presses. I shouldn't. I should probably toss one of them since they're never used. I don't know. I mean, I can just buy more. So how to get to you to import? Probably like this. And if I have import, no, that should be import. Yeah, import from the bottom. Do I need to have you set to push? Seems like I do. So push, 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 push. That's not right. There we go. Is it going to... Oh, wait. It's coming from there, isn't it? Right. There isn't a crossover. Would it be so bad, though, for there to be a crossover? What are the worst things that could happen? I don't think anything really bad. Yeah, there goes the bone meal, and that's the only thing being transferred through. So it's only going to demand the things that it... Sorry, I just bumped my headset into my microphones. It's only going to, transport what's in demand. Right. Now we just need some pipes. Need some pipes, need the seed, turn the machine on, and it will just print us what we want. I'm basically skipping the step of the whole villager thing. Shrug emoji? I didn't need villagers at all in the first place. Alright, I just need pipes now. And I just need to turn the machine back on. So this process probably, almost certainly takes an absolute shit ton of energy. Yep. Pipe there, pipe there. We just go up. It's just that simple, folks. And I believe when we turn this bad boy on, it probably won't have enough energy at first. But after we get the energy we need, we'll be golden. Right? She's on. She's a producing. She takes a long time to boot up. That's for sure. I could place a chest on top of it and have it export into that chest. Do I have such a chest? I do. Though the inventory that it currently has is probably sufficient. Why did this... Oh, it ran out of lava. And this will be export. Can I reach that from the ground? No. Can if I jump it though. Actually, I don't know how much energy this uses. This is taking forever though. Why? Also curious, does this only work during the day? This is a lot slower than I thought it would be. What is this? Spark augments recessive. Jump boost augment 1. Stabilize RF coil. Redstone flux. RF jets per RF capacity. High flux RF. Linkage. Amplify. Process energy. Base power. Increases the process speed but reduces RF efficiency. Fluid filter. Allows fluid restriction. Flux efficiency. Increases RF efficiency but reduces process speed. 10%. So that's 100%. Creative flux. Auxiliary process sieve. Increases non-primary item output production. That will give us more seeds. Catalyst reclamation chamber. That would make the catalyst last longer. Radial enhancement. Creative reclamation. Cycling process. Produced products may be transferred to input on process completion. So that would so if you're producing something that is also a fuel that the machine uses, that's how that would work. Auxiliary cactus destroys excess primary. Yeah. Auxiliary reaction chamber, and that's dynamos. Knowledge concentrator allows XP to be stored and retrieved. I don't even know what I'd use that for. Resident integral components. It's an upgrade. Improves base attributes. Other augments may be more effective. Scale factor. I don't know what an upgrade is. Tinker's workbench. Used to augment, charge, or fill items. Catalyst resonator augments. Catalyst usage way down. Process energy. Energy efficiency nullifier. Process energy. Base power goes way up. Wasn't there something that did something similar over here? Flux efficiency, flux linkage amplifier. That's base power 100%. And this is base power 300%. How do I make this one? Modelium, which I can't really make as far as I remember. Is there a molten form? Nope. It's the one that uses chorus fruit. That's right. Chorus fruit. I can make indescence. Sort of. Is that the only way that I can do it? Chorus fruit punch. forest fruit itself. Yeah, I could do it. I could do it. It's not a fun process, but it's doable. So I'm probably not going to do that upgrade. I'll just do the flux efficiency upgrade. That's aluminum, nickel. Yep. Oh, it is nighttime. I should... That's probably caused some monsters to spawn. Creepers are the big problem if monsters did spawn. I'm mostly concerned of monsters over here. The big areas that are concerning is... Yep. Creepers? Any creepers? Any creepers? Doesn't seem like it. Yep. Okay. Let me make those upgrades. Just aluminum plates, which I can make plenty of. Silver! I thought I had more silver. Silver. I don't. I just have this much. Silver and 10. I have plenty of 10. And glowstone. There was a different process for making... I think maybe that process still exists. Can't you just make aluminum molten... Wait, that's electrum, not aluminum. What year? Flux linkage amplified. Base power goes up. Why did I think I needed aluminum? And what was it that... Oh, I was going to make the flux efficiency. I don't need efficiency. I need power. So that's just electrum. That's easier to make. That kind of, sort of. That needs gold. I have lots of gold. Not lots of silver, though. Also, not lots of lead. I guess I'll just make lots. Honestly, I'll probably have all of the Certus. Well, maybe not. Let's see. I need lots of lead, don't I? Yeah. I have plenty of lead. Silver. Not as much silver as I'd like. Oh, you can't make blocks of anything except for the base materials for raw stuff. That's a shame. That would be very helpful in conserving space. You're not done yet? Oh, can't do that. I guess I have to wait for this to finish. I think I'm going to preemptively finish it. I'm going to conserve some of my clay. I do have to wait for it to clean itself out, though. Unfortunately, then this will probably be finished before I'm done. Well, maybe not. This is a very slow process. Also, it's not exporting. Oh, I have auto output disabled. Weirdly, I had auto import disabled, but it still does. So yeah, there's the Surge Quartz Essence. I only need 8 of those, and I can... Yeah, this will be a slow process. I can still work on whatever. Putting these silver pieces back, so I'll need those for later. I'm just going to do some inventory management real quick. We are somewhat close to where we want to be. Let's put a roof on that house over there. I started doing machine work. Why did you stop? Charcoal in. Didn't I put a ton of skystone in, you? Where did the skystone go? I guess I did a bunch over here. Okay. Skystone we got now. Does it go directly into making bricks? It does not. You need to cook it a second time. That's useful. That's helpful. At least I think that's what you do. Yep. This will be skystone block. This is raw skystone. The blocks will be turned into... Yeah, see? In fact, I will throw in more skystone. Because again, I just don't need it anymore. That's gunpowder. I may need the skystone as well. Not for building, but for just other stuff. Because it is part of applied energistics. Well, I can't make the roof yet, so I do need to wait for that to be done. So in that case... kind of kicking rocks at the moment. You're still very far from being finished. Which is cool and awesome, and I'm happy about that. Oh yeah, that's what we can do while we're waiting. building on the mob farm. All we need for that is... yeah, stone. Oh, I had some extra sky stone in here too. Might as well use it all, because I genuinely don't need it. In fact... oh, wait. Oh, bad. Nope. There is one seed over here, is there not? Might be two. Oh, just the one. Yeah, that is moving very slowly. So we definitely need to increase its output. This normal farming is as efficient seemingly as that is. But I do have plans for that photogenic isolator at some point too. It's not just going to be used for doing what it's doing currently. Now, right, the need the conveyor belts for building the upgrade, the increasing the build for the mob farm. My brain. I'm doing things faster than my brain can keep up with. Awesome. I believe I had more conveyor belts. I do. I hoped that I had more than just that. But it would seem that I don't. I do need more. So that requires leather in sufficient quantities. Oh, I had a bunch of cobblestone. That was probably from building, actually. Anything else in there? Oh well. We'll worry about all that other stuff later. What are these machines? Oh yeah, fair enough. Right. I need lots of iron. Not that much. Wait, not that much. This will do. Block iron going there. 34 might still not be enough, but hey. Take as many conveyor belts as I can get. I will have other uses for them in the future. Just because I don't end up using them for this doesn't mean I won't have some other use for them. Alright, let's get to it. And you're still very far from being done. You're still very far from being done. Actually, the skystone bricks are probably getting close to where I can make a roof, but this is what I want to do right now. So this is what I'm going to do. One thing first. I got ahead of myself and then I just remembered there was another part of this that I wanted to do. Right. That's what it was. I need 2 fence gates. I have plenty down here that I could just steal that aren't actually used for anything. Yeah, I'll just take these two. They're not being used. I am going to... how do I want to do this? Build out a section here. It'll make sense when I've finished doing it. doesn't make sense right now. I understand that. Basically, a problem that I've been having is that creepers sometimes get into this machine. And I think I know a way to prevent that from happening. Well, kind of, sort of. I'm not so sure that it'll stop creepers from ending up in here. Damn it. Might as well just put a ladder here. But it will prevent creepers, things that aren't creepers from showing up in there. At least it'll help. I think part of the reason that creepers end up in here is that they get pushed in by other mobs being there. Oh yeah, I don't have food in my offhand anymore. So soon, we'll actually be able to finally have a kitchen, and I'll start doing some cooking, and my food won't suck anymore. Right now, the food that I have just isn't that great. Okay, we're getting close. Something's causing me a lot of lag thing up here. Might be the conveyor belts. There's water also. I could replace... I can't replace all the water with conveyor belts. Okay, we're here. I should have put ladders going all the way down. See if I can do that. Hey, look at that. Alright. If I break this, will water come out? No. And it won't come out of there either. Oh, perfect. This is an easier job to do than I thought it would be. Kind of, sort of. There is going to be a complicated part that is complicated. So, first things first. Now I'm inside. The block above me needs to go away, but I believe if I just place these first, it should be fine. There we go. And now I'm going to have water here. There's water there. Oh, fun. You weren't supposed to do that. You need to be careful because... Okay, there just wasn't a block there. That's where the water comes through. Okay. Now I'm here. Life comes at you fast. So I need to come up here again, break my way back into it, and then break the blocks at my feet. This should not have water behind it. Doesn't. Neither should this. No. Break that. Should I? Yes, I should. Okay. Unfortunately, I came up here for no reason because I'm going to go back down, do this, break that, break that, break that. Gonna grab me a water bucket. 2 water buckets, in fact. Because that block of water above my head is not actually a source block of water. I don't think it is anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not. I might only need the 1 bucket. But I don't trust it. Alright, now we go back up, do the whole rigmarole all over again, but this time... Oh yeah, are you done yet? You are, finally. You'll just get sucked in, won't you? The hopper. Think of the hopper. Why don't you think of the hopper? The hopper. Oh, these machines, I tell ya. Well, with nothing there, I can toss my materials in without care in the world. Can't access a hopper when you're crouching. Got it. Okay. Just run over to a bed. Hopefully no mobs have spawned. They probably have. Once again, I don't have a roof on that building, and I need to put a roof on that building. I need to put torches on the floor in that building. Don't know why I didn't do that before. I'm kind of stupid. I don't need glass in my inventory. Some of my chests are emptying, which is a good. So really, it's just because I'm moving things from one chest to another. Okay. Monsters. Don't seem to be. Whoosh. Okay, back on over to the mob grinder so that I can actually do the thing that I came over here to do. This buddy over here is just making lead, right? No? Now you are. Okay. Do this one more time. But this time it will work. Takes a while to mine through here. Hopefully that works properly. Geez, the lag. There is still a pole there that shouldn't be there. Maybe it's because the blocks above are moving? So these look stable. Creepers should swim, other things shouldn't swim. Yeah. Well, I did my best. If this doesn't work, I don't know. Oh, it's hard to see. Who would have thought? There we go. Good old dynamic lighting. Oh yeah, I'm going to need a bucket of water down here too, aren't I? Maybe not. Things maybe move too fast to even care about such things. Didn't consider that when I made this. So, yeah. Alright. It should be a little bit better at what I intended for it to do. And, now, we're gonna start working on putting a second layer on this bad boy. Another thing I ought to do is just... You should have more ladder. And I should have ladders here so that every time I want to get into this, I don't have to just break it. You. Right. Is this... Yeah, these are half blocks, right? Yeah, those are slabs. One thing I didn't consider is that my tools just broke. And it's raining. Could anything be worse? I mean, I like rain, but it does cause me to have more lag. I didn't consider that this would, wait, what? Blocks, right? Oh, yeah, didn't have enough lead. Oh, yeah, this pickaxe doesn't work anymore. Fine. We can fix this easily. Don't worry about that. I am going to fix both of my tools because I should fix both of my tools. Geez, that lag, though. That lag is partly responsible. I mean, the rain is partly responsible for that lag. The axe has not broken yet, but it's close enough. That is a great thing about tankers, is basically tools are indestructible. Tinkers is kind of how Minecraft should be, in my opinion. I actually don't like the enchantment system in basic Minecraft, and I don't like the repair system in default Minecraft. And yeah, Tinker's just is sort of like what Minecraft should do, because your tools don't break forever. You make one once, and you have it forever, but you do have to repair it, and repairing does not fail to work. I don't know if those are problems or not, but it felt weird. Okay. Now, back to work. So, this is the level that we place the roof or the second floor on. You need to be a little bit careful so that I'm not placing blocks on the level below. And I'm going to keep the gap in the middle as well. You know, those troughs that water's running through. So that when anything falls off of the platforms above, it falls into those. So I don't need a second, like, system. The mobs all live on the same sort of room, pretty much. It's too wide, right? Yeah. Actually, I can sort of mark this, which I should have done. All nighttime descending. You're always thinking we'd get some work done, but no, the moment that I'm ready to do it, it's gonna be dark time. Trevor just brought a bed with me. You think in skyblock, oh, you don't need to bring beds with you, but eventually you make a building so huge that it's worth having a bed instead of running all the way back home. Though it does fill an inventory slot to make a bed, so there's that. Do I have any wood that isn't in a log form? Answer is no. The answer is yes, but I don't think you can make beds with mineral. Oh, you can. Well, that's nice. I'll probably make the rest of the villager beds with mineral then. I'll just have that on me. Didn't I break it? Oh yeah, I didn't have a pickaxe to break it. There we go, Electrum. I don't know if I have any neck leaf. Why are you not, You ran out of the seed? I didn't think it used the seed. Oh. Wait, but didn't it? Huh. Well, I need your seed. I didn't think it used the seed. I need to pay closer attention to that. We were wasting time the entire time. This is a good move on my part. Okay, let's augment this though. I need lead gears. Yeah. Electrum. Lead. I need to clear out that inventory soon. I probably have made Electrum before. I did, but I don't have very much left. I guess we'll use up the rest of the durability on this hammer. This gave me 7. I didn't have any extra plates at all, did I? Oh, doesn't seem so. So I need to make lead gears. Here. Require nug. And ingots. So I can actually make more gears than that. Or I can make more of these than that, because, yeah, 2 to 1. Probably. Might as well use up all my nugs. There you go. 6 gears, 6.5 plates, and I need the coils. I have enough gold to make the coils for this. What else? That's just it. Redstone. That is the right one, right? Yeah. I need 3 of these. Can't remember if, yeah, it's the gears top and bottom, and redstone goes over there. Alright, let's augment the hell out of this thing. Moves a bit quicker now, doesn't it? I should get the... How quick is it? I mean, it's not hella quick, but it should be faster. Yeah, it's noticeably faster. I should get the thing that cycles the seed, because, well, I desperately need it to cycle the seed. Multi-cycle. Oh, it was cycling process. Constantine, Signalum, Redstone Servo, Silver. Silver, huh? Did I have any leftover silver? No. Well, there's a thing we can do about that. After I deal with this problem. I need them silver nuggets. I have 6. Do I? I can actually get away with just using 6 though, right? Yeah. Alchemical amplifier. Increases the strength of applied potion. Huh. What is this process? Increased non... I just need the cycling now. So silver plates, Constantine. How do you make Constantine? Multi-Constantine. Molten nickel, copper. Wait, you're saying I can't make Constantine? Surely not. Maybe it's just a different type of Constantine. Yeah, there's 2 molten Constantines, right? Yeah, melting, foundry, alloy, copper, nickel. Under 1 ratio. I have nickel, right? Did I make any nickel? Yes. I'll just use... I don't need much Constantine. And copper. Yeah, screw it. Raw copper block. Just the one. This will probably produce more than I need, but whatever. Rip the excess silver. Copper, nickel. There will be excess copper that I won't harvest as well. How much excess? Molten nickel. Didn't I put 2 blocks of raw copper in this? I was pretty sure I did. Why is it only processing the 1? Whatever. Oh wait, no, I did only get 1. Yeah, I don't care too much. For the molten Constantine, I do kind of. No, I don't give a crap. I do need to make another hammer, though. That's Don't you use string for this? And then, yeah, use a string for some reason. So I need cycle. I do have the signal. I'm just hanging around. Silver, Constantine. So 4 silver. One, two, three, four. Just 3. There. And then what else? Constantine. That's right. I probably also need to cycle my seed again. Yep. Oh, it decided to do the copper instead. Neat. Well, in that case... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a chance I've actually already made Constantinium before, but I forgot that I did. Which would be kind of funny. It looks so similar to a variety of other things that I have made. So I just hammer this. Hammer, 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 hammer. 2 of them. And I can put the Constantinium in here. I had made Constantinium. Constantan. Okay. Then I just need to make the multi-servo press, which takes 1 iron, some redstone. Oop. And then what's left? The signal, which I have a bunch of. With some nuggies. Don't have none nuggies. Making some nugs. So I have bone meal in that chest for some reason. I'm gonna move that out soon. I don't need it to be. Then this should combine. Multi-cycle injectors increase fuel efficiency. All right, this should solve one of the issues I'm having right now. Also, I believe all of the sky stone is finished. All right, bruh. That'll take care of that. Now, next thing to consider. I was working on that. I could continue to work on that. This does not take very long. Could make the roof. I'm gonna work on this. Just gonna put one layer on there and then hollow it. So before I do that, we're gonna BRB chat. While I was away, I got a cookie. So sorry about that, chat. I know it's bad for my diet, but I did it anyway. So the main reason I left was to get something to drink. Y'all remember when I was working on the spider farm and I put in like several days of effort just to get like 2 things out of it? I remember that. I need to think things out more. Lately I've been very reactive while streaming. Wow. Yeah, I should have gone the Certus Quartz route such a long time ago. Now that I think about it, like how much time I spent kind of. That was all for the villager thing, and it turns out the villager thing, it's possible. It's just, well, you saw. This is really laggy for some reason. I can't fathom why it's causing me a bunch of lag right now versus earlier. I've been standing up here for a while. I don't know why it's suddenly very laggy. Is it because I'm on the edge of rendering something? Having those mobs might not be best? Might need to spread things out more on my skyblock world, so doing that will be a pain. That's assuming that that's the problem, where I'm constantly going from rendering and unrendering things on like a transitional boundary. That's the only thing I can assume that would be causing the lag like that. Because it's not like it's processing anything new. I don't know. Maybe it's just like it builds up lag and then releases it all at one time. I don't have an explanation for why that would happen. Yeah, no, I don't know. I assume mobs are the laggiest thing that could possibly be causing lag, but I don't know. I don't know how Minecraft works. Especially modded Minecraft. From a programming perspective. Okay, now it's turning dark, so I ought to go. I don't want to be up here when it's dark. It would seem that this is putting in work, though. Yeah, I already have enough. Admittedly, I need twice as much because this is only for one of the things, and I might need more than one of them. But now I need to make silicon somehow. It would seem that making silicon is very easy, chat. Actually, I want to prioritize that. So this is one of the presses that we need. Subscriber silicon press. Subscriber logic press. Calculation press is the one that I haven't gotten yet, and I don't know what it's used for. You make printed calculation circuits with it to make calculation processors, crafting terminal, memory card or something. Storage component, which is useful, but that's a big storage component. Network pool. Crafting unit. Oh, it might be important for every storage. Yeah. If it's used, oh yeah, if it's used for every storage, then we need it. Because basically the ME system doesn't work if you can't store anything. Anyway, this press is a copy that I don't know where it came from, but I don't need it. Am I actually getting anything? Yeah, I am getting more things from that. So, now then, let's finish up doing this. And by the time we're done here, we should have all of the Certus Quartz essence that we need. And then we can move on to the ME system, and our life will be significantly better. And we basically will be past this phase of all this, which has been a very long phase, chat. I won't lie. Admittedly, I made it probably like entire week longer than it probably needed to be. Just because I'm like, well, I gotta do the villager because the Certus thing is gonna take forever. But really, mystical agriculture is there for us in our greatest time of need, and I should have relied on it more. But I did throw away all the seeds, and I was like, chat, if I do this, I can do it legitimately with a very small amounts of material. And chat did not say anything when I said that because nobody was actually in my chat. But, you know, I've been criticized for the possibility of cheating with her, and I wanted to prevent that from ever being a possibility. I mean, I had to cheat a little bit, but it was basically to get the bare minimum of materials into it. So. Hello, Daniela. How are you doing? It's true. It's okay. I appreciate you being here, Daniela. I have to remember how this pattern is supposed to go. Thank you, Daniela. I'm glad to be appreciated. I am don't know how to finish that sentence. I'm just grinding, you know? Just grinding. Gotta do that grind, as they say. I'm very curious to see if this mob farm that I'm making will actually be any better. Also, I'm curious to find out if I actually have enough Conveyor belts. Am I tired? Maybe. Do I sound tired? Maybe I'm not close enough to my mic. Maybe I do sound a little bit tired. That's why I did get a drink earlier. But also, I got those cookies. I'm curious to see what effects that will have on my streaming. Because I've never eaten anything on stream before. But I do stream for like, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours. And so, it could help. We're going to be cutting explosive keys. Conveyor belts. There might be just enough. Actually, this is probably going to be, like, the Certus Quartz essence is probably going to be very much completely filled by the time we're done with this. Because if I remember the last time I did this for the bottom section there, which I did off stream, that took me several Minecraft days. As you can see. Oh, I thought the sun was going down already. I was about to comment on that. Well, I already ate it all, so don't worry about that, Danielle. I may be a little bit tired, though. I am making small mistakes that only add to the amount of time this is going to take. Then there's the ever-present lag that can cause me to make other mistakes, so gotta be careful with that. I think we're just gonna do the 2 layers. I can always make another. I'll probably put more layers onto this off stream. I might not have enough of these. Or maybe no. I think I will have enough. Oop, gotta be careful. I'll be careful when on the edge and lagging. So we got the full service package. Yep. With the upgrades that we have, it takes a full day, but we get it all. Well, I'm gonna finish the mob farm first, since I'm already close to being done with it. And I'd like to see how it's productive. So, the press. The calculation press. That uses... Is that charged Certus? Because I don't have charged. No, it's just press. There we go. And now we have the full amount. Unknown technology. Find all processor presses. Yep, we got all of them, folks. And we'll do something with them in a moment. Alright. Do I have enough? No, I might not have enough cobblestone for this roof. Let's see, I need... Mostly I need, slabs. And a lot of them. That should be enough. We'll only just borrow a little bit more of the regular stuff too. Never hurts to be safe. Don't want to have to come back down here just to grab it. I mean, it's not far to go, but it's far enough. Now, I hope that this works, that there isn't some sort of, like, problem with having, like, mobs spawning on a platform just above. I don't think there's anything like that, but, I don't know that there is. I am getting more lag, though, as you can see. That's why I keep double... I want to say pressing, but that's not what I'm doing. Placing. I double place things. It's not... I'm not supposed to be doing that. Am I doing this correctly? I'm also working backwards now because I want to have a space here where I can jump up, place the last one, and then work on the outside. The containment, if you will. Actually, now that I remembered, they don't affect you when you're crouching, so I didn't need to do that. Okay. Now we just put another 2 layers. One layer is normal cobblestone, and then slabs on top, and we're done. I think we're gonna play a bit more Magic: The Gathering next. The RPG. I was just getting sort of frustrated that I couldn't beat an AI particularly well. My decks kind of suck, but I'm also not being very good at building them, almost intentionally. I am doing that one thing where I'm only choosing cards that, well, creature cards that are women, But the other issue with that is I'm not getting enough like instances and sorceries to have responses, and I'm still not used to a format where I can have like multiple of the same card, and I haven't gotten like I haven't learned how to utilize that most effectively yet. Okay, this is going to take a bit of time. I'm going to try to build this as fast as I possibly can. Oh, you want loud eating on stream? There you go. Place that block. I hope I have enough. And I didn't mean to place that block either. So much for building as fast as I can. Magnetism is great though. I don't really need it for building up here because these conveyor belts eventually lead to a chest way, way, way down at the bottom. But it is convenient that whenever I break a block, I don't have to worry about losing it anymore. I do believe that it is turning nighttime in game though. And yeah, this is taking longer than I wanted, but it's almost done. I can't complain too much about how long this is taking. While I'm building this, I'm just thinking about Magic the Gathering decks I could be building. Commander decks, though. So there is one concept that I have in my mind. It's not a good deck idea. It would be better in a constructed format, but it's a funny idea. There's a type of creature. It's a really old type of creature in Magic the Gathering. Oh, I don't have enough. This is bigger than I thought it was. But yeah, I'm gonna run out of these slabs real quick. But there's a type of creature or a keyword that creatures have in Magic the Gathering. It's called provoke. It's a keyword that forces your opponent's creatures to block. There are other ways of doing that, but this just happens to be one of them. And I think it would be fun to have a deck that's just all provoke, because it's an interesting form of removal. It's like green removal. And green does not have a ton of removal. Though I think one of the worst, the colors that have the worst removal is blue, obviously. I mean, it has a lot of it, but its removal tends to not be very permanent, returning things to the hand and such. So that's perhaps just because I haven't learned to use it very well. I should have gotten more slabs, shouldn't I have? I could do that right here. Convenient that I left this. I still don't feel confident that that's going to be enough. I feel better about this much. We're almost done with this, and then we will... Honestly, I'm thinking I will just end stream instead of doing stuff with the ME system, because I don't think I have enough brain power to handle the stuff with ME right now. Like, not where I can do it all in the next 30 minutes. So, perhaps next time we stream, we'll get the ME system finally running, and I can get rid of every chest I have. And that will be a godsend. And I will show you all the power of the ME system, and you will understand why I've been working towards it basically for 3 weeks now. I can basically just change the way I think about this game once I get it done, as I can start prioritizing completely different things that I've basically been putting off this entire time, because I wanted to think about them at a later time. Even though they're part of the reason I started this playthrough in the first place. And here I am making mistakes again. Well, I think lag is playing a role in these mistakes I'm making as well. Okay. And careful with getting close to the edge while I have lag. Ow. That's why. I think part of the reason I'm lagging right now is that this mob spawner is now functioning. Should put some torches down on the outside of this building. I had one there. So, I put all this work into getting a mob grinder. Where are the mobs? Surely I didn't accidentally make it too tall or too short. I'm almost certain I didn't. There is one thing I want to do real quick while I wait for the mobs to start happening. Maybe they're taking their time because of the water and all that stuff. Do I have cactuses anywhere? I do, right? Wait. Was that what I wanted? No, I didn't want to just make cactuses. I now remember what I wanted. I do want to make cactuses, but not like that. So I'm going to replace the Certus seeds with these because I don't need the Certus anymore. Probably. If I ever do, then well, we'll worry about it later. So I have this essence, so I don't really know what to do with it. I'll just put it in this chest over here if I have room, and I do. And I guess I'll plant the Certus. You know, back in the day, when you did mystical agriculture, you would get extra seeds every once in a while, and I've not seen that happen once. And I'm guessing it just doesn't. Okay. Surely we have mobs spawning now? Nope. Why not? Why no mob? Why no mobs? I didn't change anything about what was going on up there. The conveyor belt shouldn't get in the way. But they're not happening. There's no explanation for this. I'm curious. I'm going to climb this ladder. Why are they all caught up here? That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Why? I added that, like, I broke the blocks all the way down. They can't be getting caught on anything. They can't. And I made sure that the... Huh. I'm about to do something somewhat dangerous. Okay. What's going on? I have no explanation for what's happening. Are they getting caught? Was I wrong about a variety of things? Are they getting caught on the conveyor belt ledge? I thought they would just be pushed off, but maybe not. I gotta go up there and I gotta open it up and see what's happening. I hope it's somewhere that I can actually tell what's going on then from. I should have made it all out of stained glass. But then why would the creepers not get pushed? Well, the creepers are clearly getting pushed off, so why wouldn't the zombies? I also hear zombies here. They're just not walking onto the platform. The conveyor belt. Why? They're just not walking at all. Is it too tall for them? Is that what's going on here? I'm curious. It might be too tall. I didn't think that yeah. Well, this is annoying. Oh, that means the ones below are too. Oh, I have to do it all over again. All over again. Never mind. I'll do that off stream. I'm not gonna do that here. Apparently, yeah, apparently the conveyor belts are not flush with the ground, and so there's like, I don't know, they can't fit under them. Anyway. Oops. Like I said, I'll fix that off stream. I'm just gonna end stream here with that being the wow, Kara, you really spent your time wisely this stream moment. And let's go find somebody to raid real quick. Who is gonna be? Who is gonna be? Who is gonna be? Who's gonna be? Who be the one? The one do we raid? We raid the one. The one we raid. I think we'll raid Rhea. You all know Rhea. She's playing Repo. It's a game. I don't know anything about it. It seems popular right now. But, we're just gonna go say hi. She's playing with Hime, who, if you know Rhea, you know Hime. She's cute. I like them both. And I hope you all enjoy the stream with her. And I will see you all next time. Good night, everyone.